What's your name?
My name is Alex.
Now, what brings you to Occupy Kingwood?
Well, I saw the signs and I saw that they were interesting, so I wanted to take a picture and see what's your perspective, what's your point of view.
Now, do you think that the things that we're doing out here will actually have an impact on maybe some of the things that you've thought about before?
But the thing is that when that sign says support the 99%ers, in what sense?
When we say support the 99%, we mean support policies that ensure growth in America so that they can actually be a part of the success in America. Right now, we believe that success is fleeting, and the reason success is fleeting is because of the income disparity and wealth disparity that's currently occurring, which for anybody who studies mathematics understands that mathematically speaking, if you have it all the growth goes towards you.
And what organization are you guys from?
Well, we are several organizations here. We are it's a 99% organization. We're also the Democratic Party. We're also the Occupy movement. And we're also just, some of the people here today just happen to show up. And there are no official members, but they just read the signs and said, wow, we support some of those things. Let us join you.
Yeah, well, like, I have a couple of friends that we're all from the left, right?
Uh-huh.
And I've done extensive research on politics, so I know a lot about it. Is there any way we could join? Because I'd love to.
I would love for you to be out here as much as you want. We are out here every Saturday between 9 and 10:30. We are a very peaceful organization, and what we support is in enlightening our neighbors in a completely peaceful and non-confrontational manner.
Okay. And you guys are, what would you consider yourself in terms of the political spectrum?
Politically, we are all left.
Left?
Yeah.
How left? Would you say social?
Well, some of us are very left, some are moderately left, but everybody here is left of center.
Yeah, because I took the political compass test and I'm a -8, so.
I am about there.
Okay,
Yes, great.
And like the biggest thing I find when you're going against the right is that most of them don't know what they're talking about. especially
Exactly.
in high school. So what if you just show them basic facts, they'll switch to the left, and it's pretty easy to do.
Very good point, and that's why we need people like yourself who are knowledgeable on the issues.
What have you learned from the other, riots? I mean, what happened in Wall Street? What happened in California? What's happening?
Let me tell you what has happened. Wall Street changed the discussion. Before Occupy Wall Street, the only discussion was about the debt. After Wall Street, we've started talking about income inequality. Now, what is important is for groups like us here, for people like yourself, to get involved. And once we get involved, we can actually then change the body politic. And once we change the body politic, it won't happen overnight. But once we make people aware, and it makes me happy that your son is saying what he's saying, because he shows that the message is already getting through.
But I mean, the thing is that if you are left, if this demonstration is for liberals and Democrats,
Right.
How come you haven't had any sponsorship from any government affiliate, from any?
We don't want it. We don't want it.
How are you going to get your point across? Abroad. In a larger perspective, instead of just going corners. How are you going to make that change fast?
That's what's called grassroots. We must have it grassroots. Grassroots meaning from the bottom up. We don't want to put it down, and that's what we're doing here. The mere fact that you're stopping here means a lot to all of us here. So thank you very much for being here. Hi, Nikki. How you doing?
Good.
I understand you're out here kind of testing the waters here in Kingwood at Occupy Kingwood. What are you going to do with what you found out here?
Well, we're going to help you guys out by bringing awareness of several different issues. One of them is, wouldn't you love your bank again?
Aren't you guys going to establish the Occupy Woodlands pretty soon?
We have already started Occupy Woodlands.
Thank you very much. Hey, Shawn, I understand that you're a part of a new movement in our sister city. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, the Woodlands 99% is the name of the group. Our intention is to hold a weekly event like what you're doing here at Occupy Kingwood. It does raise awareness. I know that you've recruited some people through this. It's basically what you see here, we're going to do in the Woodlands.
Well, look, thank you very much, Shawn.
Assuming Obama gets a second term, we discussed, the fact that he came out in support of gay marriage. Was that either problematic or helpful for his campaign? Helpful in the sense that, nobody could actually say that that particular vote would sweep him into office. But is that sort of alluding to his second term where he's going to be a bit more progressive? Maybe start going after some of these people who've duped the 1% who've duped the 99%? Is he going to take his term limit if he gets reelected and do some actual progressive politics? Stand by.
Hello, sir. What is your name?
My name's Courtney Smith. How are you doing?
All right, Courtney. Now, what brought you to Occupy Kingwood?
Well, primarily because I see that there's a need for change in the economic situations of a lot of people who are lower class and middle class more than anything else.
Now, do you feel that you are going to have an impact by starting to show your neighbors and your friends that action speaks louder than words?
I believe so, because despite what some may think as a minute or minuscule action, I believe that if one or two people actually see a single syllable, it's going to make an impact.
Hello, sir. How you doing? What is your name, sir?
Hey, I'm Russell.
Now, Russell, what brought you here to Occupy Kingwood?
I saw the protest in the corner, and I have a young man in my family that's involved, and I thought he invited me to come, so I'm here.
Well, look, we appreciate that you're coming here. Now, do you feel that what we are doing out here, as little as it may be, will have an impact on the body politic?
Of course, if they have time to read the signs at the corner, words are thoughts, and once they read the signs, they start thinking about what's on the posters, and if they have time, they'll contemplate and
make a change.
Make a change and maybe think about what's going on.
Tell me a little bit about why you are probably the only real American out here.
Everybody's a real American, not just me. You follow one of my family lines is to Jamestown Colony. I'm actually related to the sister of Pocahontas.
I'm Linda, after Molly.
Now, Linda, what are you doing at Occupy Kingwood?
I'm here because of the 99% and the fact that the corporations are making all our laws nowadays. The people aren't running the government anymore, it's the corporations. And I'm fine with the corporations making lots of money, that's fine. But they don't have the right to run our country.
Do you think being out here, we can, in the long run, have a material effect on our body politic?
It makes a difference to me. I feel like I need to do this. I hope it'll make a difference.
Well, thank you very much, Linda. Sir, what's your name?
Mark Cruz.
Mark, what are you doing out here at Occupy Kingwood?
Well, we're protesting the tax system that will destroy the middle class. This tax system that's being proposed is going to raise taxes on the poor and the middle class and cut taxes on the wealthy. If you want to see what a tax system that looks like that does, go look at Bangladesh, where you've got 1% of the people living in mansions and people starving and dying in the streets, people with no medical care, people with no access to medical care, and a bankrupt government. We're here to protect the middle class and make sure that doesn't happen here.
Well, thank you very much, Mark. Hello, ma'am. What's your name?
Deborah Headley.
Now, Deborah, you've never been out here, and I just saw you walk up here. What brought you to us?
Because I believe in the 99%. I'm one of the silent 99% that gets the emails, swears I'm going to blog, and haven't gotten to it yet. So I decided to stop my car and get out, and thank you.
Well, thank you for being here, and we hope to see a lot more of you out here.
You will.
Thank you. Deborah, let me tell you why I'm getting you on the spot. You were in the operating room a few weeks ago on your knees. And you are here with a stool.
I didn't read everything.
But you're here.
I am.
Tell me why you're here again.
I'm here to support all of these fine folks that are all here together, speaking out for the 99%, speaking out for the people that are feeling the effects of the big budget cuts here in Texas, for example, speaking out for women who are losing our rights here in Texas, and just need to let our neighbors know that we're here, and we're hoping they'll come and talk to us about it.
Well, folks, I have something to tell our neighbors. If Deborah, after surgery, and a stool can be here on her feet, you should be too. Thank you, Deborah.
Okay.